All right, so I came up with this rail here to keep things from sliding forward when I'm driving. So I've got a barrel bolt right here. All right, it's my first time trying it. Should be a little snug, which is okay. All right, I pull this forward, pull it out. And what's going on over there is I drilled 2 holes in there, and then there's 2 dowels in the end here that I made myself with the dowel kit. It's just a piece of rod I made a while ago, a dowel rod from mahogany, I suppose. So again, this just fits right in here, like that. We come back over here, and I slide this in. Key is, you know, obviously you want a tight, pretty snug line up here. And we're golden. Now, you know, this is usually pretty packed, so there shouldn't be enough, you know, force of things way back there sliding forward and whacking this super hard. What I have now is I have enough room in here where I could put these 2 trays that I have. They're about 16 inches wide, next to each other, put gear in them, and then right here where the screw gun is, that could be where my tool bag goes. And then what's going to happen next, I already put this rail, this riser rail, on the inside of this little box here, this part of the cabinet. You got to figure something out on the other side, although that's not as important at the moment. What's going to happen next is I'm going to build a box, and I might even do this today. I might not get the whole thing completed, but let me zoom you out. So the idea here now is next to this fridge is to kind of build a box that will insert right here. And as I was mentioning, I have to figure this out because this stuff that's in here now I won't have easy access to. But the idea for the box would be when you set up, you can use drawers in it. But if I set up a table at a campsite, this thing can come out too and set up somewhere else. And that'll be for all my camping gear as far as my cooking gear goes. Pots and pans and stove and everything could be right here, easily accessible. And then on this side of the box, there's going to be a drawer slide. And I can put this fridge kind of on a slide system. Now, I don't have a lot of room to work here. You guys can see there's not much room up there. So I might have to raise this deck a hair to make this work. But then on this other cabinet over here, I can put a slide down here along there. What I'll probably do is put a panel here. I got to figure this out because I won't have access to that either, but what I could do is I can make a panel and cut a hole so I could still reach in here and access the things I have in these sliding doors I've created. And so the slide on the side of the box here, the slide over there with a tray, I could grab the fridge. For now, I don't care so much about the slide with the fridge. It's not that important. The main thing is creating a box over here for the storage. And for now, that does not need to be elaborate. That could just be a box. It could be a box that I put a front on that's only so tall. Maybe it's a box with some shelves that has a rail similar to what you see right here, although the rail will be taller. Just so I could place things in there and keep them from sliding out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I have to get work done, but I have to clean the shop. And if I have to clean the shop, part of that is putting the things that are in here that belong in the van back in the van. And I'm just tired of things sliding forward. So I had to knock this out right quick. So that now when I put things back in here, they're not going to slide forward. And putting the 2 pins in over there was a big deal because now this doesn't want to tip this way. So I can go with a single barrel bolt here. You know, that should be enough. I don't think it needs to be more than that. This happens to be cypress. This was a leftover board that I milled. It had a tongue and groove edge on it, and that was from a project I did, probably going all the way back to about 2010. I did a friend's house exterior. It was a bump out, kind of a mud room, which I'm going to be doing on my house in Arizona. and we sheathed the whole outside of it with siding that I made. I milled up myself. That was all. Did I mill that myself? I believe I did. It was all cedar. Not cedar, cypress. I like cypress. It's harder than cedar, and it has a lot of properties where it just doesn't want to mildew, you know? It doesn't want to rot on you. So it's good stuff. I bet this has been bouncing around the shop for a solid 14 years, right? And anyway, the only bummer here is cleanup, because my Makita vacuum took a poop on me. Some of you guys might know. Oh, hey, look at my mug here. It's right here. This thing just stopped working. I put a battery in it, it just doesn't work. I need to take the whole thing apart and see what's going on. Something got burnt out. Maybe there's a reset button on this somewhere. I don't know. I guess I should look that up. I don't think that there is there's not really like a reset button on it. You know, like if it has that fuse. But if you guys know, tell me, please. Anyhow, quick short video for you. Astro van interior slide stop. What the hell do I call this? I'll come up with something, and then you guys can criticize me for it in the comments. Like it doesn't really work. That doesn't make any sense. I'll catch you in the next one. Be good to one another.